Alright, Trish, what's our mission today?
I haven't heard anything yet, but I'm excited!
Oh, here we go.
Hello, Agents for Change. Your mission for today is a stinky one. It's to go and meet community leader and fellow Agent for Change, Ms. Ruth Yap. She's giving back to the community in an unusual way. Over and out.
What are we waiting for? Let's go check it out. Ooh, oh, my super trash senses are tingling.
It's okay, Trash. Stay calm. If there's a problem, we'll figure out a way to change it. Hey, Trash. Look over there. That must be the other Agent for Change.
And what is she doing?
Let's go find out. Hi, excuse me. We're Trish and Trash, Agents for Change. We couldn't help notice you here. Who are you?
And what are you doing?
Hi Trish and Trash, I'm Ruth and I'm an Agent for Change too. I'm part of this group called Zero Waste Sabah and our goal is to help communities live more sustainably.
What does sustainably mean?
Being environmentally sustainable means taking care of our natural resources. Natural resources are like our jungles, our trees, our oceans and lakes, the air that we breathe and the water that we drink. To be environmentally sustainable means we need to be careful with how we use these resources.
Wow, that sounds cool.
But my trash senses are really tingling.
Trash, your trashy senses are right. Take a look at all this rubbish on the table.
Where did all this come from?
They came from a nearby rubbish dump or landfill. That's where all our trash ends up.
Wow, that's a lot of trash. No wonder your trashy senses were tingling.
Yuck!
I know. Waste management is a huge problem all over the world. Malaysians produce 16,000 tons of waste a day. That's the weight of 1,600 lorries in one day. Let me help break down this trashy problem for you. 14% of this is plastic, 15% is paper, 3% is glass, 4% is metal, 4% is wood, 3% is textile, and 1% is rubber.
We should be recycling all this.
We should, but do you know where the most of our waste come from?
No, tell us.
Over half of this waste is organic matter. Organic matter is organic compound that comes from a living plant, an animal, and their waste products.
So that means if there's 16,000 tons of rubbish and 50% of it is organic matter, then 8,000 tons of organic matter end up in landfill every day.
How much does this bag of organic matter weigh? Wow, 5 kilograms? How many of these plastic bags go in the landfill each day?
So that means if each bag is 5 kilograms and there are 1,000 kilograms in 1 ton, that means there are 200 of these bags in each ton.
And if there are 8,000 tons in a day, there are 1.6 million of these bags in a day. Trish, you have super strength. How many of these plastic bags can you carry?
I think I can carry 1 ton, but not 8,000 tons.
But doesn't organic matter break down?
It does. It's called biodegrading. Biodegradation is a chemical process where organic matter is broken down by bacteria and fungus. But this will not happen to organic matter when it's in a plastic rubbish bag.
Oh!
You see, when organic matter breaks down under low oxygen conditions, like in a plastic bag, they release methane and carbon dioxide. And these are greenhouse gases that traps heat in the atmosphere. And they increase the temperature of the Earth, and this gives rise to climate change and global warming.
This is new information, Trish. I'm learning a lot. No wonder my trash senses were tingling.
I know, Trash. This is really alarming stuff.
But what can we do to change this?
I'm glad you asked, Trash, because that's what we try to do at Zero Waste Sabah. We try and educate people on the choices we can all make to make a difference. We can greatly reduce the amount of waste going to the landfill by applying the 5R principles. Firstly, you can refuse. Refuse all unnecessary plastic waste in the first place. Second, you can reduce by replacing products you use with more environmentally friendly options. Thirdly, reuse. Buy items that you can reuse again and again. Fourthly, recycle. Start segregating your recyclables and send them to the recycling center. Lastly, rot. Return all organic waste to the soil by doing composting. All these principles are really about us being mindful of our consumption habits.
Okay, that makes sense and seems quite doable.
As a community leader, I've been doing composting for years, and now I've begun to help communities and individuals start their own compost, which is in line with the fifth R, rot. And this can help reduce half of our landfill waste.
This sounds fun. Do we get to get our hands dirty?
My trash senses are gonna go overboard.
Yes and yes. I'm glad that you're on board. So now I'm going to teach you how to start your own compost, which you can do at home, in your flat, in your communities, and even your schools.
What a good solution to the trash problem. Let's get started.
So the first method is the conventional method, which requires land space. Let's go. To start off, you need 3 parts of brown and 1 part of green. So your browns would be your cardboard, your dried leaves, and your greens would be your fruit peels, your vegetable waste, tea leaves, and coffee grinds. So now I'm going to show you 3 parts of brown. That's 2. Don't forget your greens. Now we're going to mix all them together.
Can I have a go?
Sure. Now don't forget to turn your compost once every 3 days, and your compost will be ready to use in 3 months' time. If you don't have land space, then you can do the bokashi method. Let's head over back to our table. So first, get a container to collect your food scraps in. Then, empty it into a bigger bin with a tap attached to it. Layer the bin with a newspaper and pour in about 1 inch of organic waste. Then sprinkle the bokashi starter on the organic waste, about 1 tablespoon. Bokashi starter is basically rice bran inoculated with essential microorganisms. So repeat this layering process until it's full. Then cover it with a firm lid to keep out the flies and leave it to stand for 2 weeks. You can dig up a hole and put this organic waste into it and wait for another 4 weeks, and this compost will be ready to use. Now don't forget to drain the tap and collect the liquid. You can dilute the liquid and use it as fertilizer for your plants.
Wow, that's ingenious.
That's amazing!
And it's easier than I imagined.
Thank you so much, fellow Agent for Change. We have taken this all on board and will report back to head office.
You're welcome, Trish and Trash. People like you give me hope. We are all just ordinary people trying to make good choices in this world.
Now it's your turn. It's your directive and mission to be a force for change.
That's right. We challenge you to make your own compost in your apartment, your house, your school,
Or even your community.
come up with other things you can do at home or at school to stop filling up those landfills.
Remember, we can all make individual choices to be a big force for change.
Join us to become Agents for Change.
And see you next time for another vital mission. Oops.